Hello there, this is David Allen for the Amazing iPad website, and I'd like to talk to you about which iPad to buy. It can be a bit of a tough job to decide whether to go for the iPad 1, the iPad 2, whether you should get 3G or whether just have the Wi-Fi only, and then how much memory do you need. If you're going to do some mobile computing with the iPad, then I think it really does need to have always-on internet, and with 3G you get that, so go for the 3G version. I think it's a very good idea and well worth the money. And then after that you can decide how much memory you're going to need. If you use good media management in your iTunes, you can probably get away with less than you think. All you have to do is just to use a few playlists and move across onto the iPad just the stuff you need for the day or for that trip that you're going to take. Now then, let's save some money when we're going to buy an iPad. If you go to the Refurb iPad store, you can save as much as 24% if you're going to buy the iPad version 1 from the Apple iPad Refurb Store, and 15% if you're going to go for the version 2 of the iPad. It depends on what they have in at the time. Sometimes they might have just 64GB models and sometimes only 16, so have a look and see what they've got. So all you have to do is to click on one of these buttons on the online store and have a look in there for the bargains. For example, we have one here which is the 64GB Wi-Fi only version, and it is $649 and it's $50 cheaper than buying it from the ordinary Apple online store. Another thing that you could probably do to save some money is to cultivate a friendship with a fanboy. These fanboys, they like to pass on their iPads to members of the family sometimes, but then again, they could well be selling it and you can get yourself a nice version 1 iPad. Your fanboy friend will be able to recycle some of the money back into buying his iPad 3 or whatever he's going to buy, and you'll have a good quality, well looked after older version. You can, of course, go to something like eBay and Craigslist and buy yourself an iPad second-hand, but you do have to be a bit careful when you're buying from those sources, because sometimes, well, there are some nefarious types of people on those sort of places, so just be careful. Now, whether you're going to get the iPad 1 or the iPad 2, it really depends on whether you need the faster processor and the addition of the cameras, because I'm using the iPad 1 and, well, apart from not having the cameras, I really don't notice the difference. I'm very pleased with it, but I will certainly be buying the iPad 3 when it comes out, and I will be happy to have the extra bits and pieces and all the extra nice shiny bits on it. So this is the Amazing iPad, and I'm talking to you about getting the best from your iPad, some tricks and some tips and some app reviews, and I've got lots of more things on the site. Why don't you go and visit us at the amazing-ipad.com and see what we've got there. I'd like to hear from you. While you're over at the Amazing iPad website, why don't you sign up for the Amazing iPad newsletter? I put some tips and tricks in there as well. Thanks for taking the time to have a look at this Amazing iPad video, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye-bye now.